lot of people there.
Why are they not flags? Why not sign?
Because they want people to tell a message. Hey, Chris Cadbury,
You know him?
I met him a few times. Was I going to stay behind tonight?
Hey, there's the guy with the big sign. Hey!
一会儿他们就在这儿，但是他们都在那边跟快递上照相呢，好几个人都照。
在哪儿呢？
在那边。
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, Sarah. I got a blue flag on. Your foot? You're not Kim? Of course I know Kim. Of course you know Kim. I know everybody. Of course you do. 8?
The head of Hyde.
8?
In the same party. In the Lebanese party.
In case there's trouble with it, because there's going to be a lot of people. Yeah, it's just what they told me.
divisions. We don't want them dividing us, separating us, putting us against each other, because that's what they want, so they can control us. And this one, we're going to do a sound check. You guys are on us, so that we can get really. We want all of you to sing with us. So we're going to do a little taster.
Yeah. Now that's Croatian. Good stuff, Ricardo.
Where's the sound system? Like last week you were like, yeah, but it was in there.
Thank you, thank you. Sing with us when it's time. Okay, guys.
Yeah, the sound system's definitely better.
We're just doing a sound check, okay, guys? This isn't the show yet.
Normally we would go
We'll wait around here, buddy. Right, cool. Thanks, buddy. Right.
他在火车站，他在火车站。
You guys are doing such a great job of staying close. I'm so proud. Should we take those count three.
But they've already got the. That's a better one. Well, that one. You can't put anything online, all right? You can't put anything online because I'm a good behaviour one. Yeah.
Just put emoji head on it.
I nearly put a button next on over the other day. He got locked up. He got locked up at the last. Had to get away and put in his heart. And my sister asked him, like, not on the Facebook page, but what did I do? Was any different, this and the other? He said, no, I did nothing at all. But I think I got a bunch of Oh, really? That's not how it works. You can anyway? The compass? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at us now. Look at us.
Right.
Now. Let's go. My name's Joel Rafferty and I'm here for the fucking truth. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's starting to rain, but we've got plenty of ponchos. Now, just pass them through the crowd. I'll give a few boxes out, and you can hand them out as you walk along. You want to come in, mate? Just grab a box here. Grab a box and just hand it out. We're going to hand them out. Just grab that box there, mate. And just walk around and hand them out to people, that's the way.
Let's go, Sydney! Let's go, Sydney! We are here, and we ain't fucking leaving! It feels like freedom! Come on, baby, to the test! Woo! I will never go to last, I will never get a test, I will never get a chance. I will never get a test, I will never get a chance, I will never get a chance. Oh, you guys ain't getting the pit. Please welcome. Working their shoulders, everybody. Doing you enjoying the season today.
Alright, okay. You want a toast or?
Make some noise!
you all came out today in this weather. It's awesome. But we've got Sydney's legend, the man of the people. He's your MC for today. Get really loud now for Romeo Georges.
I promise every one of you a hug and I'll get it through them someday. Thank you all for being here. Three years ago, I met that man right there. As he said, every time I call him, he goes, Mr. President? And I reply back to him, 80. Madam 80. Whatever. But, firstly, welcome to Sydney. Welcome to where it all started. Thank you very much for coming today to the Millions March against mandatory COVID vaccination and passports. What a load of rubbish. I ask everybody today to work together and work with the police. We would sincerely like to thank them all because I've been approached right now many times by the police officers offering to help. And that's a wonderful sign of unity. This could only have been done consistently, loving each other, and loving Please take any lost children over to the IMOC tables to the left of the stage.
Come on, Jedi.
The gentleman called that the peacemakers. If you have any problems, approach the gentleman in yellow vest. Okay? Today is about peace, love and understanding. First and foremost, it is a clear message to this government that we are united in love. And fear and hatred does not live between us, it lives between them. So, firstly, it is my honour. I'm humbled to the point where I'm trying to hold back tears because I've heard this gentleman speak so many times, and he speaks with wisdom and kindness and sincerity, and he speaks of love towards everybody. I'd like to introduce you all to Uncle Matt and his grandson, Dwayne.
Look, I don't know where my grandson is. He's a bushy, but he got lost in the city. But the thing is, folks, I just have to, I got an emotional, and hold it. Look, we just lost one of our old 96 diggers who fought for the freedom of this country. Not to be taken the hell down. But in freaking governments are doing. Get it out of me, and I'm not going to give a shit about it. But I never 96. He lived just for today to see this man, and he won't see it, but he'll know it. So folks, my thing is, and my emotion is welcome you to this country that they call Australia. Freedom Australia. Don't recognise this place down the road. Don't recognise the place up on the hill in Canberra. Because they're not a government. They're a friggin' corporation. Posing as a government. And this is where you look. When you go to your next polls, think where your vote is going to go. Or otherwise, this will be all again. No freedom. Fight to walk and talk for freedom. So folks, each and every one of these speakers that you're going to hear today is doing but speaking truth. And that's what we want. You guys are showing your truth by coming here today to walk, to be free for those people that cannot have this freedom. I've gone through Second World War and the rest of the wars in between, but this is the most hardest friggin' war that I ever got. There's no bullets fired, only vaccines. But the enemy becomes your little kids, your grandkids. You see, folks, and you have that responsibility. Don't just get here and gather and yell, but yell at the bastards that want to come and jack those little kids, your grandkids, your children, your nieces and nephews. There's not a jail big enough to put the bastards in. Walk them in shame. Walk them in shame. That's what needs to be done. I'm going to try and walk around the ridges. If I can't, I'll need a helping hand. When you go that way, you'll go through smoke for our cleansing. All my men are down there. Some of my men are down there now, lighting up the sacred smoke for you to go through. You guys deserve to be cleansed. These bastards down there deserve to be drowned. Now, that'll do me. I think I've said enough. I think I've stirred enough shit. So I'm going to introduce my niece, my two nieces, three nieces. Here to do a little dance for you. Not your tongue numbers, through the mother.
Thanks a lot for your hard work.
I stood where we were last time. So good. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so during that time, we were there speaking for a long time. And Joel's coming back on. Joel, I went back then too. He has a backstory in China, just like I did myself. And he wrote this song about his story. So we'll get him on, but just ask him.
I don't have a vaccine to trial. I took not vaccinated. But
thank you, Joel, for standing up and speaking out for the children that are vaccinated.
back before the scam that we all They represent mothers all around the world who asked for a long time before anyone started questioning with the way that we're questioning them now. For them, I wrote a song called Just Asking. I'm going to play for a second, but the chorus of the song goes, I'm just asking. So, when I say I'm about to say just asking.
You're very young to start acting. I get so
Because I'm not a machine, because I'm not a machine, what's in the vaccine, I want the truth, I can be concerned, so please show me the truth, because I'm brought to this earth. It's in my nature to nurture, to love and protect. It's like the mom's precious, I just want the best. I know that you do too, so I hope you understand. I just had a conversation, together we'll spend. I wanna get facts, I don't mean to defend, so don't let truth distract you from what just doesn't make sense. Let's go, 4 billion paid out, what's that about? Safe and effective, I say I've got my doubts, there's a baby wants to grow, so there's got to be choice. I was talking about my baby soul, she's born baby, she doesn't have a baby, doesn't have an STD, get it, these are my baby. I'm don't complicate, there's simply no guarantee. I really wanna know because I can't be sure. I got questions to ask, I wanna know what for. So with you, on my consent, I need to be informed. I got questions to ask because you lied before. Cause I'm not a machine, What's in the vaccine, What's in the vaccine, Don't tell me not to check with you injecting my daughter. Why can't she handle aluminium? But advised against water, why can't I have an opinion? It's only just to support her. If there's to learn side effects, do coming home and say, no, you're working for her, second life is a death. Go get better, sir. Please provide us a check. Don't you think that we should know that this might end in the death? And pregnant women, did you notice that the people safety test? Every day we need a chance, everybody needs a shot without it not to be different. That's what's wrong with you, but you cannot millions of infected. She's not even immune, but you got your permission and your position is used. No excuse for your ignorance and choose the innocent. Don't eat that fish, but take that luxury government. Cosmetic business. I wanna know because I can't be sure. What's in the vaccine? What's in the vaccine? We live with the highest rate of chronic illness and allergy that's ever existed. There's a reason for that. Enough is enough. No more fear-mongering, no more bullshit. We are free individuals, we are sovereign beings. No one can tell you what to do. You be you. You really trust the media to tell you the truth? They deceive you before they even lied about the truth. Called the rule, the vaccine stupid should be persist. And yet we question every day what something's going on kids. Including the environment, with diligence is tyrant. But it comes to a needle, open your mouth and hear the sirens. Inspiring against tyrants, the babies are dying. I wanna know what's underlying that reaction you're supplying. I really wanna know because I can't be sure. I got questions to ask, I wanna know what for. So if you want my consent, I need to be informed. I got questions to ask because you cried before. I'm not a machine. What's in the vaccine? What's in the vaccine? Thank you for showing up and showing out. You are the ones that we've been waiting for. And we've been waiting a long time. Thank you for being here, Sydney. Thank you so much. I love you and I'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Joel. That was beautiful. And again, As I've said many, many times, he couldn't have done it alone. He needed you to be part of it. Again, another example of what it means to work together. Everything is beautiful. But this government for so long have wanted us to believe one particular saying. It's the only way they could get us to control us. And this saying is, was turned into a song, so I want to introduce John Stephen, and he's going to sing to you, Never Walk Alone.
Thank you. I've got two small children, a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. They're not that small now, but we took them out of school because they were coming home saying, Dad, everyone's wearing a mask. We have to wear a mask. We're alone.
Is it a clear?
And I said, you'll never walk alone. And this is for them. This is for the children, and this is for everyone today in the world. When you do it, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of God.
We are saying we want our freedoms back, and the Prime Minister of this country is ultimately in control. He has the constitutional power to end these vaccines. And I'll be bringing the opportunity the crowd here is a microcosm of Australia. We've got a big representation of
Sing with me, come on, come on. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone.
You ready, boys?
Better play.
I want to pay my respects to Uncle Max and all the elders and all the other elders.
Wardrobe, wardrobe.
No one knows.
My pleasure. I have nothing else to do.
Oh, yes.
I was sitting at home doing nothing. I thought, you know what, fuck it, let's save the cup.
Doing it, Lil? Where's Katie?
Come on. Okay, can you all get in it? Family? We take a selfie. Yeah. Powerful young girls. I'll take it.
This time actually was the best Christmas we've had in decades.
Can we take a selfie? Yeah.
We will. Come on, everybody, come on, come all. Here we go. We're all Go, Miguel.
Thank you.
Let's all have a good time.
About him. I said, I don't know. I just.
I do somewhere.
Everybody to head over to the cafe in about 10 minutes. Behind the banner, you're all going to line up behind that banner and walk through the smoke as we start our march down through the city. I'd like everybody to keep in mind and listen closely to the directions from the police, because they want to keep us safe from traffic and other stuff like that. So they're asking you sort of, move this way, let's move that way, because we are about peace and love, and we want this to be the day that help us. So, in 10 minutes, just be patient, talk amongst each other, hug each other. You know what I really want? Is there any singles out there? I would like tomorrow, all over social media, I met Jack, and I met Naomi, and I met this, and that, and in 10 years, turn around and head that way, behind the banner, and when we get back, the real party will start, and we're going to hear some great speakers. We're going to turn it up big time. Alright, this will never end like this. Alright, guys,
That's brilliant, guys. I would never have thought of that.
What's that?
Fishing rod.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
brilliant.
it gets the Hyde,
That
eh?
is brilliant.
There you go, mate, all right?
Only in Australia, right?
That's it, mate. Made in Australia too, mate. Made in Brisbane, not China. It's yeah, that's right.
Because
Yeah.
everything you buy in the last 5 minutes,
Yeah.
except the virus.
They call bunnings chunnings.
Yeah, that's it.
All throw out. Yeah, I love it.
Sydney will have to wake up.
It's only the bump. They look pretty open.
I was trying to find you, but I can't see my phone very well. And you didn't. I thought you liked. I did. I'm sure I have. Oh, it's I can see it. Okay.
No, I'm going to need my friend.
Oh, you got your platforms on, yeah? Yeah.
Who's coming today?
Are you guys right-wing extremists?
No, absolutely
You
not.
look like it.
Look, does that look like a right-wing extremist to
Oh,
you?
definitely. My part's been,
We're all about the love. We just love, love, love. That's
Yeah, not
it.
so poisonous.
That's it. It's dangerous.
Yeah. You couldn't get a more diverse crowd.
That's it.
Absolutely couldn't get a more diverse
So
crowd.
true. And such friendship and love. Don't that,
Oh, yeah, it's very pretty.
So we dropped off this morning to pick this up, and Missy sent Gab a message and said, we just dropped Mum up again. And Gab said, Mum's British shirt?
Oh.
like he doesn't know what to do now.
Not there, smile, swing forwards. Smile.
I don't like how I wear that normal everyday life. But it's interesting, it's not the same stuff.
You won't see the major meetings.
No, back to where you turn. I don't mind being my son what surprises me is yeah, he's not that's to use my not really sorry. And they are very strong back. Yeah, Teddy. Come on, go Friday.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll have the drone one.
Let's start with Pop, because he's tall and you better see Pop.
If you're scared, wear a double mask and a shield. It's all good, yeah. See, what else can you do? Maybe.
Okay, I don't know.
Last week we were following these guys as well, mate.
What's Trixie's husband's name? What's Trixie's husband's name? Brother?
Are you friends? Yes. You said my empty sense on it? But this is a
got to follow Mum when she goes.
All right, bye.
No, jump on each boot. Always happy to respect to the
They got a better.
No, I drove that yesterday. That way, this way. That's how it'll get broken. We might do some yummy food or something on the way through. My yummy yummy is kind of yucky, but it's like... Like the beer, you should like the beer.
Really yucky all day too.
My girlfriend.
Daddy, sit back when you put the straps on. Don't want you to fall over your pockets and feet, man. Yes, I got a lot. I can do it. I've got It's only been that since I was like 17. Have you heard that meme about 5 out of 6 people believe that Russian roulette is safe? Do you want to find that? No, it's right there. I think that she didn't find it. Oh, it's Denise.
That's it. That's no patrol. Right, I'll pump. We got two more. $5. Homeschooling in action. She's done the work. She's put in the work last night. So you did it one at a time. One at a time. Two more.
And Chinese communism. Thank you.
But we'll get through it. Won't be so in a minute, darling. Come on.
Parliament House is American company people do not fall for their life in the streets. We must go back to old Parliament House, not the one that came into existence in 1988. Old Parliament House.
Relationship with God. It's not about knowing Jesus because you went to church. It's not about knowing Jesus from your mouth. It's about receiving it into your life. And you experience that it comes with the
Yeah.
How dark is that? Yeah, I think those designers probably think they shit wrong. Imagine them. No! Oh, we need to love it. That is amazing.
I think it doubled in size, right?
You reckon?
Doubled?
I don't know, it's hard to tell. You know,
That's from what I...
we were at the front of the crowd last time.
Alright, okay.
And when we went to the top, they were still coming, but it was hard to tell.
Yeah, no, I think it's twice what it was last week. Yeah, twice as much.
Okay, well, that's why we couldn't get a park. And then I prayed to the parking lots and got one just outside on the road.
Oh, wow, good on you.
We don't pick the parking stations.
Yeah, that's right. I've got the train in, I was like...
Yeah, we met people last week that had come from 4 hours down the coast for classes.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, some of them moments late.
Oh, did you? Yeah, another guy came from the same area. I couldn't
know, but the first one was traumatizing. We think that, perfect. What's the first one? So Ben, no, this is that? Please. Not
Over here, no. This way, buddy. Leave our kids alone. Leave them alone. You're gonna wake the beast.
Than a slave. Oh, I'd rather be a human than a slave. Oh, I'd rather be a human. Don't you know that you can? I'd rather be a human than a slave.
Downside you're gone. Tired, knocked off for a sniper. Need to be back right here
Oh, she's worried I'm losing friends. Okay, Mum. Okay.
Tomo, Bobby.
Yolanda.
Pedophile protectors. Way. Where are they? 20. It's not a conspiracy. The Royal Commission 2018.
I need you all to pick up your shields, pick up your swords, and don't give them another inch.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to call up. We're going to sing a song. We're going to sing a song that should be our anthem. I'm going to call a good mate of mine. I've been mates with this guy since we were 4 years old. We've been fighting the bullies for the last 40 years together. And he's a great singer. He's going to come up. He's going to sing a song, which we all know the words to. We're all going to sing along. I want to call my good friend and singer John Stephan to the stage. The good man, and I need everyone to sing along. Australia, I love you all.
This song was written over 100 years ago. Freedom flag. Now, unofficially, there was one Grassroots and fire with a shade of and he sat up as he watched and waited to the for come along sing to down in the and he sang as he stood, that jump up and reach. Come along, sing to you. Now famous water, mounted on his holiday. And the troopers not too quick. Where's the jolly jumper? You've got one to the back. Come along, sing Matilda with me all together. Oh, sing Matilda. Who's that jolly jumper? Down jumped the swaggy and ran into the pillow. Never catch me alive, said he.
No, that he's got different
I've got the phrase.
Thank you. That was heartwarming, uplifting. Everything that we All right. Up next, we've got Stephen Napier, the freedom fighter. Oh, freedom keepers, should I say?
Yes, Stephen Napier, the founder of the Freedom Keepers, runs the New South Wales stuff. Connect with the yellow shirts and Freedom Keepers in the crowd. Stevie!
I want to acknowledge sovereignty has never been ceded. I want to acknowledge their cry for help right now, coming from the MT. This is a big moment today. I am very emotional standing up here, looking at all of this crowd. There you are! Only 4 years ago, we were standing out in front of New South Wales Parliament House and we were lucky to get 100 people, all they show up for this kind of thing. Look at us today. From all different walks of life, all different professions. We are not going anywhere. I want to talk to the mothers in this crowd right now. I'm talking to you. I'm a mother. This medical freedom movement isn't a new thing. This movement is built on the blood, sweat and tears of mothers of vaccine-injured children and mothers who listened to their stories and said, I see you. I believe you. And so I want to pay my respects to you today. Freedom Keepers Australia, we are made up of mothers who volunteer our time for this cause. We are a solutions-based community, and we are here to build the world in which our children belong. So I'm asking you to unite with us today. I'm asking you to join us in our mission. Right now, we have a national campaign, a donation drive, raising funds for desperate families, First Nations and in the Northern Territory, crying out for our help. I'm going to ask you today to donate. Please go to freedomkeepersaustralia.org, donate. Thank you very much.
My bad, I've always been a person when he makes mistakes, he admitted, but those two beautiful women look the same. I thought he was Tay. I didn't know she had a twin sister. I said to Mike, what didn't you tell me? How am I supposed to know that to be? Through my pursuits a while ago, I started following him on social media. The impression I got of her was a lovely mom who just promoted her children above everything else. And the impression that I got from Frankie, the love of her life, is that he puts all of them above himself. And I just enjoyed listening to what you had to say and been following her ever since. Please put your hands together and make a warm welcome to somebody that truly knows what love is. Tay Weinstein and Frankie Weinstein.
I made another mistake. It's winter ski.
Sydney! Such a pleasure to be here. Truly honoured and just so thankful to see so many faces. I had to bring my Samoan flag up here because I saw so many flags. Wave your flags, people! As you can see, we're from all over the world, but we come from Australia. We're proud to be Australian. And I guess all we're asking is for our fair go. Australia is a beautiful country, and my family is truly blessed to be here. These are my beautiful kids, Ziggy and Hendrix, my beautiful wife Taylor, who I'm sure everyone knows. Listen, we've been fighting this vaccine battle for a long, long time, and it's come with a lot of heartache, a lot of pressure, you know, many tough times, and yeah, I'm just truly grateful. You know, we've been on the front page, the middle page, the back page, you name it, 7, 9, 10, 60 minutes. They've spoken about us and every crazy thing that we do. They try and make us scared. They try and slander our name. But do we look scared? We're still here, family. We've been here from day one. We'll be here in 100 years' time. My boys will know what their parents did every single day, no matter what they say about us. So keep fighting, people. If it's not about us, our great-grandchildren will call upon us one day. We will be their ancestors that they call upon us. So keep fighting. I love you all. And I think my little son wants to say something.
My body, my choice!
Wow, my goodness me. We have been on this journey for quite some time. We started off with 50 people at a protest, and to stand here today and look out to the crowd honestly makes me want to cry. We do this for our kids. This is why we came to this in the first place. And I know a lot of people now are really waking up because the COVID vaccine is coming for our children, and we know that. Starting from 5 years old, they say, but it's going to get a lot younger than that. And I just want to encourage everybody, if you have just started questioning this because you know the COVID vaccine is coming for your kids, just know that this vaccine war started long ago when they started medically experimenting on First Nations children who did not have a choice, and their parents didn't have a choice either. Today we have 59 vaccine doses on the schedule by the time our children are 15. If you have questioned COVID vaccine coming for our children, question the rest of the vaccines that have already come for our children and are damaging our children today. I need to make a special mention to everybody who is vaccinated, who is standing in this crowd today. I want you to know I see you, and I know that most of you have been coerced and fear-mongered and bullied into this vaccine, and you did not want it. And a lot of you now feel like that you don't belong on either side, but I want to let you know that you are welcome here. Thank you for standing with us, because you dismantle the entire narrative of us versus them. You dismantle the whole narrative of division. We are standing here today, and we need the vaccinated people to stand with us. It's going to take all of us, so thank you. Lastly, I want to say to the parents, get your children away from the predators that are in the system. The predators that thrive on our children being sick, dumb and asleep. We are not raising the next generation of children to be obedient soldiers to the government. We are raising the next children of children who will be warriors, leaders on the front line just like us. There are solutions for communities like us. Start to build your own schools. Start to create your own playgroups, know how to grow your own food, and get your family out of a system that is burning to the ground. Start to build your own community. There are solutions for all of us. This is not doom and gloom. This is the example of the new way, and we are doing it together. So please, if you feel aligned, join Freedom Keepers. This is something that my sister and Stevie and I co-founded. We are very passionate about building this community. We are solutions-based. We do not want anyone to feel like they're going to be left behind. And I promise when you step into the energy of solutions and the energy of always figuring it out and finding a way out of nowhere, your courage will always be rewarded for people like us who would rather die on our feet than live on our knees. Thank you!
We're getting a photo. If you guys all want to cheer behind, make some noise. Louder! These are the OGs. That's why we needed to get this photo. We've been doing it for years together. Like you said, when we started with 20 people in the pouring rain, and now all yous have joined us, which is amazing. So we just wanted to share that moment together.
And we managed to get all of you into that picture as well.
Send me a copy!
Up next, I got a phone call from this guy about 4 months ago. He said to me, "Romeo, I want to do something." I said, "What do you want to do?" He said, "Something." I said, "Come up with something and I'll back you." So he did, and he came up with Our Voices Matter. And since then, he's had ups and downs and been hammered left, right and centre, because what he did, he started to expose the lies, the twisting of figures, and actually speaking to people who were injured from this thing that is supposed to help us live. But anyway, I'd like to announce that this bloke's a good friend of mine. I've got a lot of respect for him, so put your hands together for Alan Hashem and Kathy. Thank you, Romeo. Look at this crowd! They're going to need bigger camps! Guys, my name is Alan Hashem. I'm just an average person like all of you. I stopped doing what I was doing, which was looking after my business, and went out with a news reporter from Channel 7 News, an ex-news reporter, Rita Risk. We reported on adverse reactions. They're rare, according to the government. They're not rare, they're just rarely reported. When we started the series, we got up to 1 million views in 1 week. We made international presence. Our voiceless victims were part of a Facebook group initially, before it was shut down by Facebook for censoring. How can you make informed consent when you can't even get access to the information? Our series put a big spotlight on us. We're living in the year of coincidences. The coincidences of fit and healthy athletes dropping dead. We're up to 100 so far and people are still asleep. Our voiceless victims of Our Voices Matter, when they went to the doctor, Michelle, 19 years of age, when they said to her, the vaccine is not related. You're disabled because your parents don't love you and you're doing this for attention. If you have not seen our series,
there's a QR code on these signs. You'll see them out the back by the fountain. Scan them. Watch the series. Watch the lies and the deception. I have the honour of bringing Kathy on stage. Kathy's mum suffers dementia like my mum, and I know what that feels like. The moment they gave her the jab, she went paralysed, could not move. And Kathy's father was over her motionless body saying, "It's okay, Bella, don't cry." My heart shattered. And anytime you're thinking these vaccine injuries are rare, think again. I would like you to all welcome Kathy on stage to tell her story.
You know, I'm just a regular Aussie just like you, but I come from an Italian family, so lucky they gave me a few minutes to talk. This is my mum's death certificate. 23 days after she got the first jab, she died. She's one of our victims. My mum is one of those women that they call collateral damage in this evil plan that we are part of right now. Each and every single one of us. And at the very beginning I started to think, hang on a sec, this can't be from the jab. I was kind of going in denial. You know, that psychological thing that we as humans do, stick our head in the sand because we actually are too scared of what the truth actually is. But when I got this in the mail from my dad, and it states immunisation as her cause of death, I thought, wow, confirmed what I thought. So I wrote to our Prime Minister, Mr. Scott Morrison, it's okay, we need to pray for this man. We need to pray for his conversion of his soul, his darkened soul, so that he transfers to love, because we have a God who loves us. We have an almighty Father, a divine Father who loves us. So we are about love today. We must forgive. We must be merciful. We must love unconditionally. I rang to Scott Morrison and he sent me a letter in a nice gold foiled envelope. And I thought, this is a bit special. And Mrs. Scott Morrison, in his apology letter, said he was sorry to hear about Mum's death. And in his letter, he says that vaccine passports will not be made mandatory, will not be made compulsory. My personal letter. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I want to talk about the white elephant in the room, where most people are not bold and brave enough and courageous enough to stand up for what is really happening on a global level. This is not about medical issue at all. These are not medical passports, that little green tick that you have on your phone, and we respect you, whether you choose to be vaccinated or not. It's irrelevant. This plan is for each and every single one of us. This is a data passport. I've been following this agenda for 18 years now. When I was first made aware of this agenda, and I wanted to bury my head in the sand, but I'm seeing these theories unravel year upon year upon year. And this agenda does not have you in the best interest at all. Not me, not you. This agenda, and it's interesting because I used to think, yeah, you know, there are a bunch of conspiracy theorists. But what I've learned in my experience this last 18 years is that the difference between a theory, a conspiracy theory, and when it becomes a fact is about 4 to 6 to 12 months. That's the difference. So I want to stand here to you today and just share with you that this is not about medical at all. This is about a financial reset, because the financial currency is failing. like everyone before us, there is a drive to get everybody vaccinated, because why would we need a passport? This is a financial decision from a global few. And history shows us that with every financial crisis, the debt has been reset to zero. This is why money is being printed and not banked against gold and silver. So in order to bring a central bank digital currency in, the end game is totalitarian control. Can't even say that word, but it's not good. So hence the digital ID passports for everybody is a social credit system and a carbon credit system. We lose our privacy if we do this, and they will have total control over all of our finances and every aspect of our lives. They will dictate where you spend. They will dictate what goods you buy. They will dictate and they will fine you at will. It's about complete control. And when you link that to a social credit system concept, they can sanction or reward you, a little bit like a beer in the pub or a picnic on the rug with your mates. This is already being trialled in China, and you'll go from a AAA rating to a D. A AAA rating is a preference for jobs, your children for schools, and they can demote you to a D rating where they can take your qualifications off you. This is already happening in northern China, and it's coming for us. We're very close to this because of compliance, and they need everybody to buy into this. Now they're going to go down with starting to, get rid of the vulnerable, and now they're going for our children, and they need our children because they need data from the children to watch them and to control every single person. So all we need to do as Australians, as I wrap up, I told you I was Italian, I need a few more minutes. I'm going to wrap up now. They're coming for our children, not for vaccination. That's just the next step in their plan. We don't need to be like our Anzacs where we lay our lives on the line for freedom. All we need to do is one word. Say no. No more. It is the most powerful word in the world, because when you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And together, we are stronger. We make a difference. And you are loved. So for my mum, who I know is looking down on us from heaven today, God bless each and every single one of you. I pray for you every day. God bless Australia.
Oh, hello. Lucky you are not like everybody here isn't just 100% Lebanese, because the biggest insult you can do to a Lebo is turn your back on him. He'll be like, you guys are supposed to be telling, what are you doing over there? Turn around. Didn't your father raise you correctly? But anyway, sorry about that, guys. The next guy, I just found out, I've been following for a while as well, supporting him. He's actually said he goes, I got a bone to pick with you. I said, what's that? What do I do now? Take a ticket and get in line. Like, seriously. But he goes, he put a poll up on his social media and said, the two most, like, who did the biggest rant ever? He goes, you beat me by 20%. I'm not too happy about that, because that rant absolutely nearly destroyed my life, but at least they got the message. This bloke has been ranting, he's been talking up a big time about what's happening, how wrong it is. He's been doing it for a very long time, and actually today is the first day that I actually get to meet him in person, so I'm absolutely honoured. Please put your hands together for David O'Neiggs.
Testing. Testing, testing. Yo, Sydney, what's up? My name is Dave O'Neags. I'm from Sydney, Australia. Just one quick thing, a little side note. Someone's asked me, apparently they're asking for large numbers down at Government House today in a silent stand. For the Governor General to issue writs for a fresh election. It is tradition to acknowledge the original people. Well, today we're going to do it a little bit different. They don't need our silence right now. They need to know that we are here. So on the count of 3, we are going to make so much noise that every single brother and sister in this land knows that we have not forgotten them. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go! Sovereign people of this nation, we want you all to know we have not forgotten you. And if we have to, we will put ourselves between you and these maniacs and their bioweapons. We are telling you, to the ADF and the police force of the Northern Territory, hands off the originals, hands off our people. Hands off. Make no mistake, Australia, we are a nation at war right now. And this war is like no other. In the other conflicts, we united as one people against a common enemy. But in this war, we face a hidden enemy that has infiltrated our governments, occupies our institutions, and is in control of our mainstream media. This enemy has confused and divided our own people and turned Australians on each other. We have a criminal, illegitimate corporation posing as our government, seeking to push every man, woman and child into a dystopian nightmare of total control and slavery. And the time has come to sack them all and take our country back. Make some noise, guys. We're taking our country back. Every single one of us. We're taking it back. Every single one of us. Them all. Sack them all! 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 Alright, I'm gonna run out of time. I'll run out of time. There's a lot of speakers. We are a nation that fell asleep at the wheel. We have allowed the corrupted gangs of the World Economic Forum, the Rockefeller Foundation and the United Nations to infiltrate this country. Boom! And right now, this country is utterly infected with traitors and imposters who are acting at the behest of the United Nations and Big Pharma. And now, we find ourselves slipping into medical apartheid. Blinded people are allowing a new kind of discrimination to creep into this country. And these people call themselves Australians. Well, I ask them this. Would an Anzac kick one of his mates out of a trench for not being vaccinated? No way. Or would this be the most un-Australian thing that someone could possibly do? Today is the day that we say no to medical apartheid in Australia. Today we are calling and demanding an end to this madness. Make some noise, guys. Make your voices heard. Come on, Sydney. No violent revolution is needed here. All that is needed is collective and peaceful non-compliance. That is all that is needed. I used to call myself a proud Australian, but the term proud Australian is on hold until the names of the 28 child predators are released to the Australian public. We've had enough. Come on, Aussies. All 28. How do we fix this mess? Firstly, stop injecting our people with poison. Number two, every single person in Australia must realise that this corporation here is a foreign power and has no legal standing and no place in this country anymore. The corporation has to go and all the cronies with it. Sack them all! Sack them all! Sack them all! One sec. I'm just going to wrap it up here, folks. I'm out of time. I've got a lot of things I wanted to say. When you are out there, be kind to your fellow Aussies. Many are coming out of a deep hypnosis. Many will be so deeply shocked when they realise what's been done to them and they will fall apart. But like any fellow Aussie on the battlefield, we will pick them up, we will help them to their feet, and we will rebuild this nation. We will start again. One last thing. This is not a battle between left and right. This is a battle between right and wrong. A battle between good and evil. And we may not win every battle, but we will win this war. And some people say we need line. Here's the thing. We are the line. We are the last line of Australians confronting this tyranny. And we will never surrender. One last thing. Jesus said, the meek will inherit the earth. So stay humble, stay strong, remember to pray, and be good to each other. May God bless you and your families in these troubled times, and may God bless Australia. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. This guy, his reputation is what a multi-billion-dollar business built its name on. Safety. It was proud. 36,000 hours of getting you where you need to get to safely, and he was proud of it. He was proud of being a pilot for a company that represented a whole country. And we were proud to say that we were the safest airline in the world. Then they betrayed him. And he stood up and said a song and opened up his heart and told us exactly what he's feeling and what he was going to do about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the pilot himself, Captain Graham Hood.
Good afternoon, Australia. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to introduce you to my first officer this afternoon, my beautiful wife, Michelle. She's the best co-pilot I ever had. In fact, she's captain all the time and I'm just her co-pilot. You know, what do you say? Welcome to Australia. And I don't do rallies on a Saturday because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist Christian. And Saturday is our day of worship. Saturday is our holy Sabbath day. But I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I looked at the state of this country and I asked God, what should I do? He said, go to Sydney. That's your church. Thank you for being my church. I want to tell you a story about another Seventh-day Adventist Christian. He was an American, a young man from the Midwest, a slightly built, insipid young man who came from a rough childhood, just like me. And when war came and the Japanese invaded Pearl Harbor, he said, I have to go and fight, but I cannot hold arms. So he joined the army in the hope that he would become a combat medic. And the army put him through drill. And one day they said to him, you've got to do KP duty this Saturday. And he said, I can't do that. That's the day of the Lord my God. And this is the day of the Lord my God. And he said, I can't do it. And so they punished him and punished him and punished him. He was made look like a fool in front of his combat unit. And when they had to go and collect their rifles and do rifle drill, he said, I will not hold a firearm. The drill sergeant called him out as a coward and told him that he didn't have a place in that company. But he persisted. He said, I will not leave. And the commanding officer said, we'll give you a Section 8 and kick you out. He said, I will not leave. And they beat him up every night and they locked him in the stockade when he was meant to go to be with his beautiful bride-to-be and get married. And then there was a court-martial, and the court-martial said to this guy, you have to leave the army. He said, I will not leave. And they said to him, what do you want to do? He said, I want to be a combat medic. If this world is so screwed up and so torn apart, would it hurt if a few of us tried to put it back together again? And they said to him, all right, on your head be it. So he never held a weapon. They gave him a first aid kit and a helmet with a red cross on it, and they sent him to Okinawa. That man's name was Desmond Doss. And Desmond Doss was sent with his unit to reinforce Hacksaw Ridge. You've seen the movie, Hacksaw Ridge. They climbed 150 feet up rope ladders to reinforce the unit up there that had been tortured and decimated by Japanese defending their homeland, like we are now. And when they got up the top, they saw unspeakable horror, and they were met with withering fire. And as men were falling, riddled with bullets and blown to pieces, Desmond went to every one of them and he injected them with morphine and he covered them with sand. And they said, Desmond, don't let me go. Don't leave me here. And he said, don't worry, I'll come back for you. And that afternoon, they were really badly defeated and they had to retreat and go back down the cliff face. And when they got to the bottom, they said, where's Desmond? And they said, he's still up there. And that night, when it got dark, he went out to one of the first guys that he buried. He dug him up and he dragged him back to the edge of the cliff and he tied a rope around his shoulders and he lowered him to the ground. And medics were waiting at the bottom and they took this guy to the aid station. They said, how did this guy get down? They said, must be Doss. That night, he lowered 75 men to the ground. 75 men. Japanese and American. And he had no skin left on his hands. And he was exhausted. And as he was lying there wondering if he got them all, he looked at God and he said, God, just one more. Just one more. And he went back and he found another. Desmond Doss was awarded the highest medal for bravery in the world, the Congressional Medal of Honor. And he never held a rifle. And he was a conscientious objector, just like you. Just like you. I dare to be Desmond. I want you to dare to be Desmond. Give me a cry out if you'll be Desmond with me. Just one more. 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 You know what that means? That means we won't leave anyone behind. That's what that means. And they're coming for our kids. And they're not going to get our kids. Now, I'm really, really happy and proud to be an ambassador for a wonderful group that just started up. They launched their website about 36 hours ago. They've had nearly 200,000 hits already. And it's Parents with Questions. Do you have any questions? Do you want those questions answered? Do you remember when a lady stuck a needle in a strawberry in the supermarket, and when none of us ate strawberries forever? Do you remember that? Are we going to let them stick a needle in our children? If they come for our children, they have to come through us. And if they come for our original sovereign people, they have to come through us. I serve God first. I serve Michelle and my children second, and I serve Australia third. And I spoke to a friend of mine who's a pilot with Qantas the other day who said, I couldn't hold out anymore, Hoodie, I hope you can forgive me. And I said, of course, it's not about whether you've been jabbed or not. And it isn't. It's about freedom. We're not anti-vaxxers. But I said to him, how did you feel when you had it? He said, I felt like I was raped. What does that make the board of Qantas and the corporations and the governments who are coercing us rapists? And they've lowered the age of consent in Australia to 12. 12 years old. There are two documents that this country demands to see, Prime Minister. The first one is the contract you signed with Pfizer. What have you given away to these mongrels? We demand to see it. And the second one is we want the full transcript of the Woods Royal Commission because we want to know who we're dealing with. We want to know who's in control. We want to know because I'm telling you, you're not, we are. We are. Also launching in a couple of days' time, in fact probably now, is a wonderful website with amazing Australians and international celebrities on it. It's called voicesforchoices.life. You will be amazed. You will see hundreds of celebrities from around the world gradually sharing their story and speaking out. And I've been Zooming with them for weeks. And they are incredible Australians, and you love them all, and your kids love them all, and they're going to stand up and they're saying, not our kids. I want to shout out to all the Hoodies Helpers. Are there any Hoodies Helpers out there? Hoodies Helpers is helping thousands of people. There's a branch starting up in the UK this week. Hoodies Helpers is an amazing group, but I've really discovered one thing. Men in Australia have gone missing. Men in Australia have gone missing, and the women have had to carry the can. The women have had to carry the can. So it's time. So I'll be working on setting up a group called Hoodies Heroes, and it's about getting men back into their rightful role where women feel safe and protected, and so do their children. Men, it's time to stand up. It's time to stand up. It's time to reclaim the line. It's time to hold the line, and it's time to kick these mongrels out. They collected the crippled, the wounded and maimed, and they shipped them back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind and insane, all the brave wounded heroes of Suvla. And as the ship pulled into Circular Quay, I stared at the place where my legs used to be. I thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve and to moan and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. And nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared, and then turned their faces away. And now every April, I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reliving old dreams and past glories. But the old men march slowly, their bones stiff and sore. They're tired old men from a tired old war. And the young Aussies asked, what are they marching for? And I asked myself the same question. And the band played Waltzing Matilda. And the old men, they answered the call. And year after year those old men disappear. Soon no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Sing. Since I started this journey in September, I've stood in the trenches with some incredible people. John Lada's one of them. And Mac and Alex Cooney, who can't be here. But I stand here for Jesus Christ, and I ask you all to bow your heads in prayer for Jesus. Dear Lord Father in heaven, thank you for dying the worst possible death so a filthy porn addict like me could have a second chance. Thank you for dying so that we could all have a second chance. May you bless this country. May you bless its people. May you protect its children and its sovereign nation. And may you give us the courage to stand united under the cross of Jesus on the hill where we stand with you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. God bless you. Thank you, guys.
Felt like I just got back from Hawaii and he just made me feel so safe, like no turbulence, it was a smooth ride. It's a shame, that's jokes aside. These are what we are losing, and these imbeciles in power don't understand what we're losing. This type of experience and knowledge. Oh, you know how stupid they are, so it's pointless me saying, right now I've got Aisha to sing We Are Australians.
Okay, I just firstly want to make sure that all our elders are here on the stage. I want to pay my respects to Uncle Max, Uncle Greg, Uncle Bruce. I want to give a big shout out to Claire Woodley, who gave her blessings for us to perform this song. I want to give a shout out to my friend Jason Miles from the Great Australian Party. I want to give a shout out to all the freedom political parties. And I say to them, join forces. Join forces. There's strength in unity. Join forces so that we can fight them. Yes? So, and most importantly, do not leave our First Nations people behind. Let them lead us. Let them lead our way. I want to also say that, yes, I sing, but I'm part of a team that's led by a former barrister, Julian Gillespie, and we are taking the federal government to court. We want to hold them to account for all the injuries and the deaths that they have caused. That's right, they are murderers and they need to have their day in court. If you want to know more about it, head to avn.org.au, and if you want to donate, we know this is hard times, So, but please inform yourselves. That's the most important thing. Inform yourselves so that you can inform others who don't know. Yes, that's the most important thing. I'm joined here by Helena Kernaghan, who hailed all the way from Albury to be here. And Peter Blanche on the guitar. And I come from Darug country, so I want to pay my respects to all those, all the First Nations, the original people of this land. We are all guests here. We are all guests. This life is but a blink of the eye. Yes? Anyway, so here we go. Peace be upon you. Salam alaikum. Shalom aleichem. Namaste. And greetings to everybody. We are one. Sing with me. I came from the dream time, from the dusty red soil plains. I am the ancient heart, the keeper of the flame. I stood upon the rocky shore. I watched the tall ships come. For 40,000 years I've been the first Australian. Upon the prison ship, bound down by iron chains, I fought the land, endured the lash, and waited for the rain.